Hello, wildlife gardeners. Now, traditional knowledge is that the best way to get the seeds out of these is to get a pigeon to eat them, specifically a wood pigeon, and that's not necessarily possible in a domestic context. So apparently one of the best ways to do it without involving random forms of wildlife is to nibble the seeds yourself, nibble the fruits yourself, and extract the teeny tiny seeds that look a bit like this. You mix them with 50-50 compost and vermiculite, just damp, bag them up, and put that whole thing into the fridge for 16 weeks, that's 4 months, and then have a look to see if they're starting to germinate at all. I'm kind of going to just stand here and eat them and tell you about them. The Chequertree is very interesting historically because Chequertree refers to the fact that when the tree ages, the bark will crack up into squares that look like a checkerboard. And a lot of pubs would be called the Chequertree Inn. Far more pubs now than we have trees surviving, which is a bit sad. And the reason so many inns are called the Chequertree Inn is because there's also a history of beer making involved in Chequertree fruit, which would actually, given the taste of this, the flavour of this lovely, sharp, fizzy, quite rich, tamarindy flavour, I bet the beer was good. They also have a second name, wild cervisa, and that connects back again to beer as well, because it really a leftover stem from the Latin cervisa for beer. And perhaps the tree has become named after the thing that it was used to make. Or it might be a remnant from the Latin sorbus, which was the name for trees of this similar type. So rowans, which also have these big plates of orangey fruit in the autumn, were also part of that family. But recently the wild cervisa has been kicked out of that family and now has its own designation because it really is unique. The leaf shape is unique, the shape of the fruit and the fact that they're tiny pomes, really. It's a unique tree, it's a rare tree, it's worth trying to conserve, and it is a bit tricky to grow from seed. But if we don't start to take some action, we could find that this tree actually disappears from the wild. That makes it more important for us to stand here and eat delicious ancient fruits, extract the seeds and cold stratify them in the fridge in order to germinate them in the springtime. It's an extraordinary flavour. This is the flavour of the past. Amazing.